You are watching CGTN is bringing you live from Yanbian Korean Autonomous Prefecture. Now, obviously today it is the little Lunar New Year, and it's a special festival for the Chinese people as well as for all the ethnic minority groups in China. Now, I am in the family of Mr. Jin Nan, obviously a local Korean ethnic minority. 你好，金老哈。就我们今天这个小年来讲，对，在我们朝鲜族这个民俗当中来讲，是不是一个很重要的一个节日呢？
很重要的一个，所以家属呢都在一起吃早饭、吃晚饭，睡在一起。不管你打工到哪个外地，都得回聚家。
Okay, Little Lunar New Year in the Korean culture obviously is an important holiday, and obviously you can see all the family members of the family Jin are gathering together to enjoy the reunion festival. 给我们介绍一下我们这个家庭成员吧。
这是我老伴儿。
Okay, this is Mr. Jin's wife, Mrs. Jin.
那个烧火的呢，我儿子。
Okay, this is the. 你好。As the son of Mr. Jin.
在这个锅台的呢是我儿媳妇。
His daughter-in-law. 你好。
这是我大孙女。
Okay, we have 3 lovely granddaughters.
这是孙子了。
Okay, 你好。His little grandson. 大家庭哈。
对。
我看到我们今天这个饮食哈，这个都是以咱们朝鲜族特色这个食物为主。您给我们介绍一下都有什么？Let's take a look.
朝鲜族就是过节呢，特别没有打糕不行。
The sticky rice pudding is the indispensable cuisine in the Korean culture.
发糕。
Also, with another sticky rice pudding.
这个是米肠。
Okay, this is the sausage made with sticky rice.
完了，三菜就是绝菜了。
There's was obviously all these are the kimchi obviously. And the tofu as well. 这些都是您自己做的是吧？
对，都是家里平时做的。
这个朝鲜族非常喜欢这个泡菜，这个
泡菜
kimchi。这个泡菜制作，我们这些都是在自己家做的吗？
是自己家做的，这是。
所以 all the kimchis are made by the family members. Okay, brilliant. Oh, now 这个老宅哈，before I go any further, now this is a village called 白龙村.
对，白龙村。
It literally means the White Dragon Village. It's just at the border, at the Sino-DPRK border. Obviously, I will show you later on about how the village looks like outside. Now, for now, let's take a look at this wooden house. This house has a history more than 我们这个建筑大概有多少年的历史？
有140多年了。
1880
年建成。
Okay, this is a clay house with a history more than 150 years. 150 years, wow. You see these constructions, and also the layout of the room is very dedicated, designed. Obviously, it's interesting. I must show you. You see this bird nest over there at the roof, on the ceiling of the house. Mr. Jin told me that this is the birds flew in before the house was constructed, and then they settled down here ever since. And during the summertime, obviously during the springtime, the bird will come in and out of the room through here. You see? This is the little door for the lovely birds. And if I'm not wrong, I think there are 2 bird nests in the house. Okay, the other one is there. 这是2个这个鸟巢哈，这个鸟巢在我们这个朝鲜族里边是不是有很非常好的这样一个寓意？
对，福气有福气，这个鸟进来屋里所以呢，要是吵闹闹之家呢，这个燕子不打窝和睦的家它就打窝
it represents great fortune for the family if there are bird nests in the Korean house. Okay. 这个是我们在做
明太鱼汤。
Okay, this is a fish soup. 还有豆腐哈，tofu and vegetables.
萝卜块。明太鱼主要是明太鱼。
fish soup.
过节就得喝明太鱼汤。不喝猪肉汤。猪肉汤就得喝这个。
喝鱼汤。Okay. 这个屋里很暖和。It's very warm. Actually, it's at the moment the temperature in Yanbian is about -20 degrees Celsius. But in the room, inside the room, you can see it's very warm, and you can feel this kind of cozy feeling. 这是我们是怎么做这个取暖的，冬季的取暖。
现在不是我儿子烧火吗？从那里烧火。
Okay, that's his son is working at the oven. So his job is making sure everyone have a warm time during the dinner. 然后这个就是做饭同时啊。
做饭同时，它这个整个炕上都有烟道。
啊哈。
这一道烟道就是一直出到这个外边。
As you can see, so while they're cooking their meal, the heat will be transferred through the kitchen all the way to the other rooms. Okay, under here you can see this is the floor made with straw. Underneath there are pipes reserved for the smokes to heat up the room temperature. That is why you feel very comfortable. 还有就是我们这个朝鲜族这种民宅里边，它这个房间是一个
等于厨房一样，
可以是有很多功能是吧？可以吃饭，也可以在一起睡觉也可以，大家在一起。打打牌、聊聊天也可以。Okay, now this is the typical layout of a Korean village house. You can see it's multi-functions here. Actually, you can see obviously although they are having dinner now, but during the spare time they can play some cards, just chat with each other, and during the night time they can also sleep here. Okay, that's if you have a big family, obviously this is big enough. 这个我觉得足够有7、8个人睡都没有问题哈。
这屋呢是长老睡的地方。
Okay, that's for the senior member of the family. We will sleep a little bit deeper into the house. Now, Mr. Jin also runs a guest house. You can see these are the tourists who are interested in the Korean culture, and they come to Mr. Jin's house to have a good time, and they can put on the Korean costumes like what I'm wearing today. I'm very proud of it. It's my first time, obviously, but it feels great with the baggy trousers. 其实这种裤子很舒服，很舒服对，因为可能我们朝鲜族就是说在生活可能吃饭的时候啊，是不是要席地而坐？就是这样盘腿坐起来之后，这种裤子很舒服。Okay, the reason why they have this baggy trousers is that it's really comfortable. That it's not stretchy at all. You can move around and during the time in the room. Okay, now those are the old photos of the family. 这些照片都是
我爷爷奶奶、我父亲、我母亲。
Okay, that's the father and mother of Mr. Jin and his grandson. Grandfather and grandmother. It's a family with a long history. 那么这是我们白龙村是一个100年的部落是吧？在这个部落是在大概的一个简单的情况，你给我们介绍一下好吗？
就是这个我们150年前从朝鲜族就是朝鲜人过到这个百年部落，完了建个是部落群，在这呢就是说是发源地吧，最离朝鲜最近的地方所以30年代就我们这里有学校，有300多名的学生。
Okay. Just give me a little bit details about the history of the White Dragon Village. The villagers used to be an old tribe in the Korean Peninsula, and they migrated to where I'm here now about 150 years ago, and they settled down here ever since. 那这个现在整个这个村子里面，现在我看也是很有名气哈，这个有很多游客就是慕名而来，看到来这里去打卡。您觉得这个我们哪些东西是最值得我们骄傲的？
就是民主的嘛，是世界的嘛，就我保留下来这个原始的一个部落，很自豪。就是朝鲜族的灵魂就在百年部落，这原始房子一点都没动。
Mr. Jin believed that this village is well preserved, and for tourists, if they want to experience the Korean culture, this is the place to be because you can find the most authentic and the real living culture of the Korean ethnic minority. Oh, now those are the costumes for the tourists. You see, these are the dress for women. 就是我们还很好奇啊，就是朝鲜族这个女士这种服装，
也有短的，有长的。
有长的，它是有季节的区分吗？
没有。
还是有节日，还是跟个人喜好？
就是有厚和薄。
像这种一般是在什么场合穿的？
就是本来是一般平时穿，现在就不穿了。
Okay. No, this is a classic Korean costume and clothes for women, a long skirt. And Mr. Jin told me that the Korean women used to wear this kind of clothes even during their agricultural production. But nowadays, it's become a kind of a special occasions where, for instance, like today, the Little Lunar New Year, people will wear the traditional Korean clothes.
我们的外边还有妇女，她们呢还玩那个游戏。
这个季节，一会儿我们去看一看。And later on, we're going to show you some very interesting classic Korean games, like the Yut, you probably heard of. It's like card games, and also the swing, Korean swing. If you've seen that, they can almost do that in like 180 degrees, like this. I will show you later on today. Okay, let's get back to the living room. Oh, you have some drum here. Jin老，我看这有一张照片哈。OK， 那这个照片是哪年照的？
前年。
Now this is the picture that Mr. Jin had with the Pocket Secretary back then in 2019. Mr. Ba Yin-Xiaolu, he was the Party Secretary of Jilin Province. 在发书记来到吉林的时候，当时他对这个部落有什么感受？
特别是我带动了白龙村的村民和父母，所以他就最喜欢这个。现在在这跳舞的，就是这工作人员都是村里，所以呢，就是领导干部呢，就是这个赞扬这个旅游叫什么？大家的旅游就是村民的旅游，富有就是等这个旅游事业产业呢，就是村民的了，不是我自己的。
Okay, so the provincial government of Jilin is they said it was Jin and his fellow villagers have done a great job in promoting tourism based on the Korean culture, and to make sure that the local villages we will have a steady income. So that is a good thing for everyone living in the village. Okay. 我们看一看。哦，这个一个鱼汤已经上锅了，是吧？Okay, now let's have a look. 我们去外面看一看这个朝鲜族的这种We're gonna show our viewers what the typical Korean games. Okay. So you see the mountains over there. That's the border, the Sino-DPRK border. You see, this is how close the White Dragon Village is to the DPRK. 那这些都是我们做泡菜用的吧？酱缸。Oh, these are for the soy sauce and for and also some for making kimchi as well.
这个是我们最实行的，过节的时候必须玩这个，这潮州话就有币。
这个就是我们叫世系石。This is the youth game. Now, the way to play this game is very straightforward. I just learned it now. You see, they have 4 sticks, and the sticks, they throw the sticks up. You see, now it's a 0 scored. So wait a moment. Now this is the token. So the token will move based on the scores. Now this is 1 point. This is 1 point. You can turn upside down. Now this is win 0. But when you throw like this or like this, no, this is a 1. Okay, so you can move 1 token ahead. And you see this is a pass. And the rule is the first one who gets to the final point is the winner. Let's start going. You see, now he's moving 1. Two. Let's go 2. 2 more. 1, 2, yes. So the person who gets to the return home at the end is the winner. You have a good time? 这个游戏其实很多人在一起玩都可以啊，都是这样，几十个朋友 OK. It can be played with 2 people or 10 people or even 50 people or 60 people. It's totally fine. But it has to be divided into 2 groups. Okay. Mm. 好，我们看一看这种那个朝鲜族的这个秋千哈。那 that is the swing, Korean swing. You'll be amazed. You see.
아,
是我们从小就可以玩，一般孩子多大就可以玩了。
对，都愿意玩。
Now this is a game for people of all age groups, from kids to adults and to the elderly as well. It is a good exercise.
这本来是富家围墙高嘛，他看不着外边的世界，用这种方式当前看外边。富家的姑娘不要出大门，就这样形成的。
There's a story about this Korean swing. Is if a decent family, obviously a wealthy family, they have a very high walls, so the children sometimes for them they're not allowed to go outside the house. So for them it's impossible to see what is outside world looks like. So they can only play with swing. So once they reach higher, they will see okay, that's what it looks like outside the house. OK， 可以 ，OK。可以了 ，OK。然后这个我看您还准备了一个，这个是一个小的冰雕是吧 ？OK， 那Mr. Jin also made some decorations in his backyard。
这个就是我们喝的是水井所以呢，现在呢，以前呢用手摇，现在呢用机器整嘛。就是拿一桶以后呢，它这个自己就喷出来的，就是形成了。
I see。
不是故意那么整。
Okay, so that's he made it with the water from the well. 那个就是水井是吧？那边还有一个水井。OK， 就是您这白天是通过这个井里边这个水抽出来浇上去的。夏天的时候，这个是可以用手动了吧？
对，可以。
This is the well.
它现在就是现在是这么一个电。现在搁电了。
Okay, it's all I see.
就这么接着。
I see.
就给它喷出来。蒸汽、冰也行怎么玩都行。
I see. So you can have some fun with these ice sculptures. You can make the ice sculpture on your own.
这两天天气好，都化了。
春节应该会很冷，好像是这样问了。We're gonna have some cold days during the Lunar New Year. 现在这个房子这么多年的话，有没有出现一些年久失修的情况？比如说我们看还都可以哈，还都很结实是吧？
对。
夏天需要做一些这个，比如说维修之类的吗？
一般不修，就是窗户纸，其他的都不动。
OK。
刷漆。
So this is a house with 140 years history. Wow, amazing. See. 这个是during the summertime this can be opened and also bring some fresh air into the house. But obviously it's winter time. The window is sealed. The windows with paper. Interesting. Okay. CGTN is bringing you live from Bailong village in Yanbian Korean Autonomous Prefecture, Jilin Province in northeastern China. This is the village with 150 years history. It used to be an old Korean tribe which migrated here about 140 years ago, and they're having a good time during the Lunar New Year, the Little Lunar New Year, which is today. Obviously, China is, due to the vastness of the country, the customs differ from place to place. People in northern parts of China celebrate it in certain ways, whereas people in southern parts of the country will do celebrations differently. But China is home to more than 2 million Korean minority, and obviously they are proud of their history, culture, as well as the way of living. And if you have any more questions, please do feel free to drop us any emails, and we will get back to you with more interesting facts. And in a nice couple of days' time, as obviously the Lunar New Year is just around the table, just around the corner, we'll have more fascinating live streams to bring you for the celebration. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye. 谢谢您，金老，谢谢。
谢谢，幸好。到了吗？
可以了。